Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Sisi. Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon.
How are you? Sorry, Sisi. I was in mute. Sorry. Yeah. How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, doing good, Sisi. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm Shashi Kumar. Shashi, can call me Shashi. I'm a lead architect with Algorithmic.
Okay.
So, before you introduce about your projects, I will set you some context on what I'm actually looking for.
Okay.
Discussion is to onboard you to a product which is a revenue cycle management product.
Uh-huh.
So it's something like a payment platform. The customers will come here, do the payment, and go back. So it does not do any other business. So payment as a service, something like a payment as a service. So this was in a legacy stack earlier, and it is now moving to a cloud-based microservices architecture.
Okay.
And it is in the OpenShift based on Kubernetes.
Mm-hmm.
So it is deployed in on-prem, on-prem, which is the OpenShift framework, which is deployed in the Kubernetes. So it uses .NET-based microservices in the backend, and the front-end layer is based on the React. It uses a lot of orchestration and choreography with synchronous and asynchronous communication. And for asynchronous means it uses message-driven architecture, which is the and the message broker that is used is RabbitMQ.
Okay.
Backend for data persistence, it uses MongoDB, which is a NoSQL database.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is the overall landscape. So, also it has machine learning, behavior analytics, campaign management, and a lot of other things in the backend to increase the revenue generation.
Okay.
So, I would like to hear more from you about your experience. I haven't gone through this your resume.
Okay.
So, the recent one which you worked after 2016, it's is it in the say that .NET or is it .NET Core base? I have little doubt on that, but if you stress more on your experience in the API based application, microservices, and also on the cloud-based deployments, then say we can start our discussion from there.
Yeah. Thanks, Sisi. Yeah, a very good question because we same time we was working as a .NET MVC. It was developed as 10 years back, and now we are migrating from .NET MVC to .NET Core microservices. What you share that knowledge, right? Like we have used instead of RabbitMQ, we are using Service Bus and event-driven programming by using Sega
So
pattern.
you mean N service bus?
Service Bus, Azure Service Bus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So in the Azure service bus, are you directly communicating, or are you using any mass transit or?
Yeah, we are using a mass transient and RabbitMQ mass transient because I am one of the part of Center of Excellence team. We have done a lot of POCs by using the RabbitMQ with mass transient, RabbitMQ with Azure Service Bus, all the things. Finally, the client got approved because of Azure with mass transient with Azure Service Bus. Coming to we have used the Docker desktop and Azure Container Registry and AKS Azure Kubernetes services to deploy our application by using the CI/CD. We have used the Azure DevOps and project management tool is a Jira. We are using for all the release management as well as the blocker or urgent issues which has been raised by the business, the P1s kind of thing. I was working as a team lead to handle that.
So where is it deployed, Ramu?
It's deployed in AKS, Azure Kubernetes Services, with the Azure Container Registry. We will create as a Docker file to images. From that images, we can host into the AKS with the cluster, like cluster management is happened by the AKS only.
Is there a way that you can increase the light on your
I think
focus?
yeah, I think it's this one is only high.
So somehow your face is not very clear. Okay, but it's okay. But if you can face to light, then that would be good.
Let me open the door. Give me 1 minute.
Hello.
Yeah, I have opened the door. Wait.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Here weather is not good. Maybe the rainy is happening. That is the reason. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's okay. So let's talk about. I'll start the discussion with the mass transit.
Okay.
So see, there is mass transit. As I understand, you are talking about the wrapper, the service bus wrapper that is used for connecting to different queues. Am I correct?
Yeah, queues and topics. We are using topics.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So in the case of mass transit, say mass transit does not talk about what type of say the exchange. For example, say you want to have a fan topic or a queue. It is not specifying what type of what is the actual destination, what type of fan out it requires. How is that managed in the mass transit?
Mass transient, we can able to we have the different type of exchanges. We need to define that exchanges at the time of the model. We need to define like whether it is a direct exchange or fan out exchange or header exchange. Basically, we are using header exchanges to settle the properties of whatever the consumers has to be consume that messages.
But can you do that in the mass transit? There is no option to do that.
No, no. At the time of creation of the connection and create the model, right? We can able to define it.
Where do you define it? So, see, for example, in which, see, because there in the configuration, you are just putting the connection, you will be keeping only the connection you are, not to the any type of exchange type and etc. Only when you directly connect to, say, that RabbitMQ or actual queue only, without mass transit only, you'll be able to do that.
Yeah, we can while we are sending the data to the queue, we can able to define these exchanges.
But are you talking about a mass transit package? Mass transit that when you include mass transit or RabbitMQ in your get package?
Yes.
Are you sure you can define that one? Because mass transit works with a different concept, isn't it?
Yeah, mass transient is the layer of it is a concept of layer to including of different services mechanism. Choosing the service bus or RabbitMQ. Yeah. Yeah.
But where do you space? My discussion is based on without specifying the type of exchange, how the mass transit will handle that. What is the default type of exchange used by the mass transit?
Default exchange is a fan out exchange.
Okay, so then how do you suppose you want to make a change the type of exchange? Where do you define that?
While creating the queue, declare the queue, right? While we are declaring the queue, we can able to define the properties of a queue.
So you mean that in the say the program.startup.cs or program.cs, you'll specify that one?
No, it's not like that.
Yeah, then where it is specified then? Can you see if you would like to write a small snippet of code for the configuration by sharing a screen, that is good.
Okay. Let me share. Service we yeah, I was done as a POC, but we have used the service bus Azure Service Bus. That is the reason I need some time to recollect it. That's if you give some time, and I will let you know. We can discuss it at last, like at the end. Is that fine?
Yeah, no problem. No problem. So since we share the screen, let's start with a small piece of code.
Okay.
So assume I am having a
okay.
assume I'm having a string like this. This is a string.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is string.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I have a method when I pass this string. So the method signature is this.
Signature, did you send?
Yeah, I'm sending. This is my method signature. Okay.
Get truncated string. Okay.
And when you pass this string to this method, so it should behave something like if there are two consecutive characters which are same, it should be removed. And for example, in this A, B, A, C,
Okay.
if two B and B are consecutive characters,
Mm-hmm.
it should be removed.
Okay.
Then again, once you remove that two, assume AA, then what it will happen? It will be AAC.
Okay.
So then it should, if again it is there are two consecutive characters coming, AA also should be removed, and the final answer should be C here.
Okay.
So it is something like, suppose it is a very big string, you have to remove any consecutive characters. So after you remove it, you have to check again whether again there are two consecutive characters. Then finally, it should return the characters. It is return the string which has removed all the these similar consecutive characters.
Okay.
So that is my requirement. Can you write the body of this method?
Okay. Yeah, without using functions kind of thing, right? Existing function.
You can use anything. So I want the result. I'm not worried about what you are using.
Okay.
But only thing is,
performance
string
wise.
can be. I'm not worried about performance.
Okay.
So only thing is that we can improve it. See, you need not look for the performance at the beginning. If you are writing something, then we can look into how we can improve it. Okay. But make sure I can pass any length of string. See, a string can be 10,000 characters also.
Okay.
So you are doing a for loop to iterate this?
Yeah.
But when you do a for loop, are you sure it will work? Because for loop, say when you remove, so assume you remove B, then what will happen next?
Yeah. Give me at least 1 or 2 minutes. I have something something in my mind.
Take your time. I don't want to break your thinking, but see, I just want to see that you are in the right thinking.
Correct. But what I'm thinking is, I want to explain. I want to find out what are the duplicate characters, and in the you mean to say, if you remove, like if you find a is equal to 2, right? Character occurrence. If it is a 2, I want to definitely I want to be remove it from the string. If it is a b contains 2 times, I will.
I felt you see maybe you have not understood understood that problem clearly. That's why I asked. See, assume my string is like this. Assume my string is like this.
Okay.
Then the answer is ACAC.
Okay.
So did you understand the reason? Because when I remove BB, then there is no consecutive character. See, there are now two similar characters which are coming consecutively nearby. So, you should not remove say two characters just because of the fact that it is same. You can remove the characters only if they are nearby. Once you remove
Immediate. You mean to say immediate, right?
immediate, yeah. Immediate, and once you remove it, see again the next two characters, see the on both side of that, see the first case you see. When you remove BB in the first case, AA becomes same. Then you have to remove A also.
Okay.
So
Okay. I got your. Yeah.
AC, answer is C. AC, PPAC, answer is ACAC.
Okay.
So if you want more examples, I can give you.
That is fine. Okay. ABAC. Okay. What I will do is yeah, I need to loop it definitely because of I need to check the first character to the immediate character. If first character is equivalent to the immediate character, then I need to remove it from the string. Those two characters has to be removed.
Yeah, I agree that, but then you'll be blocked there because your for loop will be ending. Na?
Yeah. Our for loop will be ending. What it will do is AB and yeah. What I will do is the string, right? I will assign the remaining character to the string, and it will try to check it, and it will loop it, right? I will here. Let's say I have found duplicate. Duplicate in the sense like two sequence, two chars are similar. Then I will replace with replace and assign back to my original string. Then the length will be the it will try to check that length -1, right? It will not found to the loop. It will not
try then.
Yeah.
Try then.
What I will do is not equal to dot plus 1. Then only I need to add a result equal to string of start.
So if both are not equal,
then I'm adding to the result string. I have declared one string.
Okay.
And if it is matching, what I will do is I am replacing that replacing the characters, the which are starting with the index, right? Replace with the empty. What are the characters starting? Start plus 1. Then my final string is having what is the, let's say if it is a, I am initially in the first loop I am saving as into the a. If both are not matching, a is not equal to b, it will save into the result string. It will second to the loop and b is start index is equal to 1. Index is equal to the b is equal to b. B not equal to b, no. If it is a b equal to b, it is replacing with empty. The starting characters with the 0 and the ending characters with it has to be replaced bb. And again we will get as AAC. Okay.
Yeah, result will be changed now.
Yeah.
Okay, that I agree. But then, how your loop will be changed? Your loop is still integer start equal to 0, start equal to my string dot length. Start.
Yeah. Here the starting index is 2.
Where? Second time.
Yeah, second time.
The second time there is no. How do you go there? You are changing just the string. You are not changing the start or end. Start is still the same thing. Suppose start is 3, then the next iteration also start is 3. Will you reset the start to 0 again?
Yeah, we have to, right?
Then write that. Let me see.
Yeah. In else block.
In else block, you will reset the start to 0. Now, let's take the not an else block. So, see if it is going to the otherwise, what will happen? So, if it is not replacing, result will be equal to my string of start.
Okay.
And what is impact of result there? Result you are not using anywhere.
The result I want to return it. I want to return it for displaying the result. What is the final result of after removing of the characters, entire string?
What is that?
I want to display I want to display this method output, right? It is returning string, right? I want to push it into the string variable.
But where are you doing that?
Here, see, first character I am pushing into the, if it is not matching, I am pushing into the first index to the result.
So result will be equal to my string of start.
Yeah.
So my string of start means you will get the start number, so you will get the one character there.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, I got your point.
So now you are building the result like that. So if it is there, you will build there. Okay, but now my string dot replace. You are putting. So assume a case like this. The else block. You are putting the start to 0 there. Then what will happen now?
First case it will be print A. Second case it will be replaced to BB. And
wait. See now it will replace. Okay. After that you start the iteration from the beginning. Okay. Assume that case of AC BB AC.
Okay.
Now BB you removed.
Yes.
Then your string will become AC AC.
Correct.
And your result will be equal to AC.
Yes.
Now you start again from the beginning.
Yes.
Start equal to 0.
Yeah.
So then what will happen? It will be, you will get a result as per this one. You will get a result AC, AC, AC.
I think we have to assign this one. We have to make result also empty.
So this one still there are a lot of issues here. Maybe this will work, may not be this will work for you. But is there it's this type of problem? See, how do we normally approach? There is a standard method for
Correct,
approach.
correct. As part of my experience, we will use that regular expression. I want to filter it out based on the regular expression. I will be able to get it.
No, you will not. You will not get that because it's a continuously changing one.
There is no
In regular expression, you will get it only if say even you are looking at two consecutive nearby characters. It's very difficult to get to the regular expression, make the regular expression for each character. And also, this is a dynamic one. This is not a static one. Suppose you are having A, B, B, A, C. P is removed, the string will become AAC. Correct. So, even though you make a dynamic expression, see the regular expression, it will not work because the string is continuously changing. Whenever you remove something, it is changing. So that's what I wanted to know. In normal case, how do you say the approach these kind of problems? These kind of problems. Maybe I will write our own rule engine. Have you heard about stack, recursive problems? Yeah, etc. Yeah. So, is it possible to do that? Yes, yeah. We can able to do that. We can, I think we can push that characters, the same characters into the like. Yeah, it is possible, but yeah, we need to see. Yes, possible. Okay. So let me give you one more. Say we have a one more small exercise to use. I have a sentence, another sentence. So this is sentence. So now I pass into the same method. Okay. I pass into the same method. I have coding and C# is the best language. Okay. Now, so in this case, if I pass this same method, assume I want to get to the first characters of each word, and the syntax of the method is like this. Assume this is the syntax of the method. So the result of if I pass this method, the string to the method, I am expecting a result. Okay. Yeah, I'm typing there. This is method I expect. The string can be any length. How do we get this? Okay. This is an input, and you need output like this, and this is a characters, that is fine. What is exactly your question here? when I call this method, I have to get to the first characters of each word in that character.
Okay.
In that string.
Yeah, okay. That is only.
Return that as a character array.
Okay. This is an okay. Do we have this like we are we having the same pattern? The pattern could be the same. Means can we take it as a separator as an empty space?
Yeah. Separator is empty space. Yeah.
Okay. This is an array. Let's say stop splitting of maybe I can use the var dynamic type for start equal to okay. What I will do is first character. This is a split and
Line number 47.
mm-hmm.
Will it work?
No. Yeah.
It will be a compiler.
Yeah, it will compile error, but this we have to declare as a character array. Otherwise, what I will do is I will make it as a string and finally I will converting to the character array. Otherwise, okay.
Why do you agree that in 47 is a compile error?
Yeah, the syntax is different. Syntactical error, that is.
Rather than syntactical, what is expected when you declare an array?
Size. That's what what I am thinking is what I will do is this one, right? We will talk about this one. The result and result equal to process one, and the result has to be print like this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Instead of character array, I will
not print. You have to return that character array as a return object.
Okay. Character array result equal to result dot.
And this value, this string can be of any length. It's not fixed length.
Okay. Any length, string dot length, we can declare as characters. Time being length. Character array is length, and I am push start each process and assigning.
So can you use any other data structure here? Here you are using character, limiting your thought into just a character array.
Mm-hmm.
Can you use any other data structure?
Yeah, we can use list of char.
Yeah, okay. Hello, Ramu. I missed you.
Yeah, list of care. Yeah, are you able to hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, there is some network glitch. Yeah, I will declare a list of care equal to new list of care as a generic type.
Yeah, and Ramu, I think our time is going early, 37 minutes over. So let's quickly do some questions here and go to some other topic. So when do you, what is the difference between a list and an array list?
List and array list. Array list is a it's an I can say non-generic. A list is a generic. What I mean to yeah.
What is the advantage in using generic or non-generic?
Yeah, basically, non. If you use the generic, we no need to bother about the typecasting, and it will use that. It will save the like the basic.
Will it help anyway in using LINQ?
Yeah. Sorry, can you come again your question?
LINQ.
Yeah, I have used. Yeah.
So no, what I'm asking is, if it is generic or non-generic, will it affect anyway in using LINQ?
Yeah, it will. It will affect. Well,
What is the difference in that? Which one will be helping LINQ? Which one is not helping?
yeah, generic one will help us link you because of if you are working as a the complex types, right? If we have the employee, department, and purchase order, vendors, all the kind of thing. In those cases, if I want to simply assign the values to that specific return types, we can use the two list of the specific anonymous type or specific type. If you use with arrays and it don't have that the type of handling.
Okay. So assume I am having a student object.
Okay.
So the student object, in the student object, I am having an address as a attribute. So address is again another object.
Okay.
And I want to get to the address is having say the city as a attribute, and city is Bangalore. So I am having a student object. Student object is having a address object, and address object is having a city attribute.
Okay.
So can you write a query? So I'm passing this one into a list as a list. A list is I have a list. So I want to get all the students who are coming from the city Bangalore. Okay. Can you write the easiest way of, or the most simple way? How do you code that one? Can you write that using LINQ and also with the say a lambda?
Student can contains address. I want to get okay. Student. Student. Let's say I am thinking like a LST student is having the list. Okay. List dot select menu dot a access that x dot
So which one will be more efficient here and why?
Select many. If we have that the object is which is having the nested loop, then select many will be useful. If it is a normal list.
And if you do a where clause, you will not get that variable, say the list in fact. So in this case, the second one or the first one also. So do you think that the result will be a list of students?
No, we have to mention like to list of student.
Then what is the difference in using both ways?
Yeah, but the thing is select many, it will return a list, and here it will not return a list.
So do you mean that the second one will give, what will be the answer of the second one? It will be just 1%?
It is not 1%, it will give an array. It will not give the list.
Then, so in the first one?
First one, it will give the list.
So you mean that is a difference. This second one will be even though you are specifying two list, it will return an array.
No.
First one.
If you specify two list, it will return the list. If you are not mentioning anything, it will return an array.
Okay, which one will be more efficient in this case?
Second one is more efficient.
So why?
It's a case to case, but yeah.
Okay, let's take a couple of other scenarios. You can stop sharing the screen.
Okay.
And turn on your camera. Assume you have a microservices system. Say I have multiple services. Say I have n number of services in your system. So you told that you are doing a migration. How many microservices was there in your system?
Yeah, it's around 8 microservices has been implemented. One is background services, which is it's a job. Background service as a job as a service, but 8 microservices plus one job.
So can you tell me the other microservice details?
Job service, right? You are talking about.
No, not job service, other services. You told 8.
8,
so
right?
One is
Okay.
background job.
Yeah, one is identity.
What are the other 7 services?
Yeah, one is identity service, one is purchase order service, and inventory service. These are the 3 services which has been implemented from migration from MVC to .NET Core microservices. And other services which we are talking about, we have the stores is there. Like if you consider as a North America, in the North America we have a Miami, and all the different countries in a region we have the different stores. From that store is one of the service, and invoice is one of the service which has been implemented, and dispatch module is one of the service. These are the services we have to implement. Like reports is one of the service, and if you consider as a production planning, that is also one of the service. Like these are the 8 services. All these 8 services.
Production planning means?
Let's say tomorrow I have a flight. Okay, the basically it's a catering platform. What it is happening is we need to prepare what as the items need to serve inside the customer, inside the passengers. Okay, we need to prepare what is the items need to serve for tomorrow's flight for 12:30 p.m. Tomorrow flight for 1 a.m. Like that. This is a planning. Before what is the passenger information, what is the food information, these are all the things has to be comes under the production planning. What is the items we need to have to prepare if you want to prepare a bread, if you want to prepare a coffee, we need to have that inventory has to be maintained. These are all the things we have to maintain the forecast. We have to maintain.
So that means you will be communicating with the inventory service for the product, and you'll get the data. Then you will update to the inventory service, telling that your data is say this inventory. When you consume the inventory, that will be reduced from the inventory.
From the store, yes.
Yeah, okay. So now assume you are having an inventory service, you are a store, you are store service, you are an inventory service, and you have a production planning service.
Okay.
3 different services. Your production planning service is calling the inventory service and the store service.
Okay.
And the inventory service also you have to detect it, and the store service also you have to detect it. production, what happened is that, assume you are doing this using a task parallel library. And when it moves to the production, what happened is that, sometimes the stores inventory is not getting updated. It got failed due to some reason.
Okay.
So, such a case, how do you manage if one of the services is getting failed and other is already updated? Inventory service